So we're back at the village with the mending book villager. Let me just double check the cost of the other ones. I have got enough for him, but yeah, I don't think I think I checked last time, and these don't actually have mending. No. So he's the only mending one. I do have 30 emeralds, and I do have a book. So I have a mending book. I do want to kind of farm emeralds, I guess, just because mending books are quite important. And I'll figure out a way to either get another one of these that has, I guess, a cheaper a cheaper offer, um, or move him somewhere closer to wherever we end up. Because obviously, I'm not gonna. Oh God. I'm not going to stay at the island base, and I'm probably going to move to the one that we're currently at, the Mesa base, for a little bit of time, but not too long, before we, kind of move off and find a good base that I would hope would be almost somewhat permanent. And I want to build like a big area with pretty much everything that I need, and then obviously the thing in the Nether as well. Probably will wait until maybe the next Minecraft update. There is a few snapshots coming out at the moment that have some pretty cool like biome changes, like leaf litter and stuff like that, which I think is pretty cool. So maybe I'll wait for that, but I've got plenty of things to do in the meantime anyway. So I've come back to one of the, well, I guess it was basically the first big base on the new world of this Let's Play, because I wanted to come all the way back to this village that's over here just to see what type of villages there are. I mean, there might be some mending ones. I think I do have some villagers underground down there. And yeah, we'll kind of see what it looks like over here. And I do want to, because I do have the mending book, I do want to combine that with the pickaxe and then go to the end and make sure that that end spawner is still working, so or the enderman spawner is still working, so I can use that. I did die on the way to this base in the Nether. Almost lost everything. I'm sure I've lost some stuff, but the important kind of 3 things in my inventory are still there. Well, and I guess the glass is quite important at the moment. Okay, so for some reason there doesn't seem to be as many as there used to. I think I did kill a bunch of them because it was getting too much. But he just got knocked back, and nothing really good there. Yeah, I think I did kill a bunch of these because it was getting way too much. I think it kind of broke, glitched out a little bit, and then there was just too many of them. But it looks like only these 2 can trade, so he can have emeralds for wool. You can also do wheat for emeralds. No, did I say emeralds for wool? I mean, I can give him wool and get emeralds. Yeah, so nothing really fancy there. Maybe they'll, if I stuck around this area a little bit of time, maybe just kind of AFK'd around here, they would kind of repopulate maybe. But I will see what is in this base in terms of villagers, because I did move some down there. And that was my last arrow. I don't think I've really been in a jungle biome for a very long time. I don't think I've ever actually built anything in a jungle biome. I think they're just a little bit too claustrophobic for me, but they still look cool, and I haven't been in one of them for a long time. I'm not planning on building in one of those when I kind of next move, though. Not entirely sure what I want to do yet, but I don't want to build inside there. But anyway, this was the kind of above ground version or area of the base. I think I made this here. Yeah, so I'd kind of dump things in that, and then it would go straight down into the main part of the base, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so there was a little chute down there, and it would drop down into the center of the storage area in this base. I have not been here for a while though. See if there's anything in these chests. Every time I see glass, I will take it because I'm going to need quite a lot of it. Nothing really of use. I will sleep here just in case I die for whatever reason. I never really finished this place. Not entirely sure why, but yeah, I just never really got around to doing anything really big with it. I think it's just because back when I kind of played this all the time, there's always big new updates coming every so often. And a lot of them would change biomes quite significantly, add new biomes, etc. And I'd always want to go and kind of explore and build in those new biomes. So I just kind of left the bases that I had. Let's just look around here real quick because I haven't really been here for a while. So I've got an enchanting area that has one bookshelf, which is funny. Just the kind of standard kind of setup here. I think this was a spider spawner. Spawning on. I think it was. Yeah, I can hear the spiders. But I don't think this was very good for XP. And then this over here was the potion station, which probably does not work anymore. So I can add effects to it. These buttons would give me kind of potions of strength and blah 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 blah. You know, all the different types of potions, increase potency, duration. I'd press the button and then it would come down. Obviously they've got nothing in there. I honestly cannot remember how it works, but it took me a very long time. I wonder if I can go behind it. Yeah, it took me a very long time to figure out. There's a lot of stuff that goes on up there. It's not the greatest in terms of redstone, but it was pretty cool. Good bit of automation that I never really used. This was originally the storage room, but for some reason I just yeah, I didn't really do much with it again because of everything with the all of the other biomes that came out at that time. I didn't. That's the wrong one. That was to stop any more spiders coming in, and then this was to kill them. You'd do it a certain amount of times. You'd kind of do this until you get them down to kind of 1 heart, which I can't remember how many it was, and then you'd kind of one-shot them. Very weird setup, but is what it is. Let me just double check the chests. This was supposed to be. I wanted to build like almost like a quick inventory thing. So instead of me, if I'm out and about exploring, instead of me coming all the way down here and collecting resources, if I just needed to top up some resources, I wanted a way where I'd press the button at the top, and then depending on what I press, one of these would go up there. One that would have kind of food, health, and random blocks, etc., and then kind of weapons and ammo. Sorry. But yeah, again, as usual, nothing really happened with it. Oh my god. Okay, I completely forgot that I had all this iron in here. This is absurd. So I'm walking around in gold armor when I've got a chest full of iron right here. This is crazy. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna kind of get everything together at some point and centralize it, even if it's at that Mesa base for the time being, because that is crazy. I've got so many resources spread over everywhere, which there's no reason I don't just bring it all together. But anyway, let's go and have a look at this. Wool or an emerald. Nothing else that I care about there. These two aren't going to trade. Is that it? Are they the only ones here? Yep, looks like it. So, was in the Nether, getting to the Enderman farm, and because obviously I haven't been to that farm since I've refreshed the Nether, I had to kind of dig my way in there. Wasn't recording. Wasn't really paying attention, and lava just fell on top of me and pretty much destroyed everything I have. So the mending book's gone. The pickaxe with looting efficiency, etc., has now gone. Bit annoying. So yeah, I guess it's not too much of a big deal purely because I know that I have another looting book. I have the villager to get the mending. I'm just gonna have to go back there and get loads of paper, and I'm gonna have to. Well, I'm gonna have to get loads and loads of paper and wait for a good chunk of time because of the emeralds that I'm gonna need to get because I don't have any emeralds now. Um, Obviously a diamond pickaxe and a diamond sword is not that bad, and I think I have the efficiency and unbreaking books anyway, so it's not a massive problem. It's more of an annoyance, but this is why you should pay attention when you're digging in the Nether, because at any moment lava could just fall down. And I did try to escape it, but wasn't very lucky with that. And there's no point me going back and checking if any of it kind of made it out because I saw it all go into the lava. So very unfortunate, but I guess I'll go and restock my supplies and get everything back together and kind of go back to the. Well, actually, I'm not going to need to go back to the end anymore and get the. Go to the end portal, not the end portal. Go to the Enderman farm because it's going to be a brand new pickaxe, so it's not going to be that much of a big deal. But anyway, I will go and restock everything and yeah, go back to the original base. Okay, so it has been a few days. I've redone my armor. These are just kind of random ones. Did find this iron chest plate that had mending on it, and then just picked up some other random armor from my chest. Same with the sword. Did have to make a new diamond pickaxe and then spend quite a few days going back and forth with paper, etc. Just because I didn't really have that much stock down here. So I kind of had to just AFK farm it and just basically sit down there and constantly get reeds or sugarcanes, whatever they're called now, and keep going back and forth and getting emeralds. I did have to do with rotten flesh quite a lot as well, which I've got quite a few stacks of rotten, or I had quite a few stacks of rotten flesh in one of these chests, just because they stopped trading with me at some point. But anyway, we're back here now. I have found Unbreaking 3 and Efficiency 4, along with Silk Touch. I've got a couple of Silk Touches in this base, in the chest up there, which is pretty cool. I can't remember where I got them from. I feel like a lot of it was from chests, but I also believe that this farm, this AFK fishing farm, probably has something to do with it. No idea if it still works. I'm not entirely sure, but you know, it's I'm pretty sure that's where I've got some of these books from, or a lot of these enchanted books up there. Anyway, let's put the diamond pickaxe in here. So I've got these 4 enchantments. I'm hoping I might not have enough levels, but I think I can just do this. I don't have enough levels. Okay, so I just need, I think it's 7 that he said for Silk Touch, which is fine. I guess I can get that pretty quickly. 7 levels is pretty much nothing. So, but that's pretty good. At least I've got a pickaxe now, a diamond pickaxe that has mending on it, and it will have Silk Touch on it soon. Did that damage this much? No, doesn't look like it. Why is this on fire? Anyway. Finally back at the island base. I've added the Silk Touch to this pickaxe. I just want to go and... I mean, I don't know why I'm saying this, but I want to go and test it. Even though we know it's going to work. I do keep forgetting that I have this. That's not what I want. So let's actually use this for once. Because we've got it, might as well use it. And just fly over here. There we go. So not all of it's done. Obviously the last time I did this one just to test it, and then I just kind of left, but we might as well just harvest some of it now. Love that noise it makes. It is very quick. I did just, I think, dig that hole, so I do need to fill it in. I don't know where the dirt block went though. For some reason I just don't have it. Not too sure. But anyway, continue mining this. I do have depth strider on my boots. So I have noticed that it is a lot quicker. Well, it's relatively a little bit quicker walking around inside the ice now. Whereas before it was a bit of a nightmare to do so. I think what also might... Actually, no. I was going to say what also might boost this and make it quicker is if I had the... Is it frost walking? Something like that? Boots and just walk over it every time I'd mined it. But I guess that would then just end up freezing these ones, and that's just going to cause a problem, which we don't want. I still don't know what's happened here, but I'm hoping if I just mine all this, it will just kind of fix it. Okay, so mined all of them. Well, all 3 of them. Obviously, I'd mined this one before, so I haven't really done anything with that. And I've got this much ice, so I do get quite a significant amount, which is pretty good. It does take a while to kind of reform. Probably like 5, maybe 10 minutes of just sitting here waiting. But it is very quick at mining. And it doesn't seem to use that much of my pickaxe. Not that it matters, because this, you know, it's got unbreaking and it also has mending on it, so it's not gonna disappear to anytime soon. It's just the waiting around of, you know, getting all that back together that's going to be the kind of the slow burn for it. If there is a sand biome or a desert biome next to it, I would just get some sand, or get a lot of sand, and whilst I'm getting that sand, hopefully it would kind of load. There is a bunch of sand around here, so I might just start mining that, but I don't want to do it in a way that's going to just destroy the landscape too much, because this is right next to this island base, which doesn't necessarily matter because I'm not going to be at this base for much longer, I don't think. But yeah, I don't want to ruin things too much. And if we just go here and let's get all the ice that we have. So I think this is all the ice. Wait, that only gives me one packed ice. Oh no, of course it doesn't give me one packed ice, but for some reason my brain just turned off and I thought that all of these would disappear if I click this once, but obviously if I click that it's going to give me a, all of this will give me one stack of packed ice, but for some reason my brain went into panic mode. I didn't stop and think for a second. But yeah, this is going to take a while. This is not, this is not going to get me a lot. So I will have to spend a lot of time doing this. So I guess every time I farm that, or every time I harvest the whole of that ice farm, so all 4 quarters, it will get me roughly 2 stacks of packed ice. So I am going to have to sit there and do that for a long time, I think. And also, whilst I'm doing that, get the glass ready for when I start building the tunnels. And I also need to start thinking about what I'm going to do in the nether in terms of some sort of base, or at least a central location for the highway that I want to do. So I'm going to leave this episode here for now. I know this one has been pretty short and not too much has happened, I guess. But as I said in one of my previous videos, I'm going to try to go back to the way that I used to play and record Minecraft, which was essentially sometimes just not really doing too much, just doing little bits here and there. Sometimes repairing things, or sometimes just doing a little bit of exploring, and not always focusing on big builds or giant projects, etc. And hopefully that kind of keeps me more engaged. But I will leave this here. Next time, I do need to start messing around in the nether, in terms of finding a location to build a central base. And I also need to start getting some materials together to do so. I have a little bit of an idea in mind, but we'll have a look the next time we do one of these. So thanks for watching, and I shall see you soon. Goodbye.